Yes, honey. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back. I'm back to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. This is not the review for the last episode. I will be filming that shortly in a separate video. I wanted to talk about something that I came across on the Bravo YouTube page where all the ladies, honey, collectively, they all talk about the incident at the winery between Candiace and Monique. Y'all know the big fight that took place, honey. Okay, so I wanted to play back what the ladies, felt about the fight, and let's see what lie Miss Monique Samuels, honey, has came up this time, honey, because I done caught Monique in so many lies, honey, it ain't even funny no more. Okay.
Let's go back to the winery.
I just remembered thinking, oh my God, not Potomac. I just remember thinking that. Like, I was like, not Potomac, no, why? No one wanted this to happen on our show.
I just remember being stunned. I couldn't believe that it happened on this show either.
Can you give us a breakdown of what happened?
Okay, so when we got to the winery, I am fine with being okay with everyone for the sake of the group. So even though Candiace and I weren't on a good page, I was fine with being around her and having our little kiki moments.
When Monique walked into the winery, she said, thank God I'm not pregnant anymore because I could be messy. Like, she was just happy to not be pregnant because season 4, she really wasn't that involved. So I think season 5 as a whole, she was looking to be messy. We were literally...
What do y'all think about what Robin is saying? Do you believe what Robin is saying? That's crazy if she says something like that, because that really reflects on the fact that she wanted to fight Candiace. I believe she wanted to fight Candiace. I don't care what anybody says. I feel like all of this was premeditated. I could just tell by how she acted after the fight. It was very telling, with her not having any remorse. So y'all get down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you kind of feel like this fight was premeditated on Monique's behalf? And we saw Monique's behavior, you guys, in those episodes leading up to the fight. She was being bossy, being controlling. She was being everything that, a bully is.
We about to leave, and we were like winding things down, trying to go home. Candiace says, oh my gosh, I really love all of us.
Thank y'all for coming out. I love you guys.
Aww. Like, it was such a sweet sentiment.
And then I think Ashley, you might have asked how she was feeling about me.
Are you guys good? You guys are good since the lake house.
And then the next thing is an offshoot conversation between Candiace and Monique. And
now, before I let Wendy continue, honey, Monique has recently spoken out about the fight. Y'all know she did like a million interviews, but I caught her in one interview kind of blaming the ladies, like, oh, they shouldn't have asked me and Candiace how we were doing, and, they are the ones that brought it up. I'm like, once again, you blaming other people for what you did, sis. Make it make sense, honey, because it ain't making no damn sense, okay?
And to show you how much of an offshoot conversation it was, Ashley excused herself to go to the bathroom. It was nothing major.
I'll talk to you. Yes, you never acted like you had a problem.
One thing led to the other.
And that turned into the escalation of the meh. That's what we do. We fuss, we fight, we argue, we make up, move on to the next. That's the culture. For it to go from that to where it went,
And I agree with Candiace, and I know a lot of other reviewers don't agree with that. Y'all are like, well, Candiace, she don't need to be in Monique's face because she ain't got hands. You ain't supposed to need hands on this type of show, okay? You're not supposed to need any hands. You're supposed to be able to partake in a verbal battle with another castmate without putting your hands on the person and, bringing unnecessary drama to the situation, so Monique lost. She keep going around on Twitter talking about how she won the fight and asked and you shall receive, but honey, you lost because guess what? You done lost a lot of your fans. A lot of people don't believe nothing that's coming out of your mouth. A lot of people are starting to believe you really did probably cheat on your husband. Okay. Monique doesn't look credible anymore, you guys. I'm very serious. That girl was a fan favorite, and she still, have her supporters, but a lot of people, they not messing with Miss Monique Samuels, honey. Okay, because people can't trust you and your intentions, and you keep telling all these different versions of the truth, honey. Just the truth is just one way. I promise. If you tell it one time, you'll never have to tell it again. Okay?
Was unbelievable. This was really the first time that I think I gave Monique what I feel she was looking for. Right. You fed into it. I fed into it. I do not play with hands in the face. Get your hand out of my face. I don't like that.
Girl, bye. That ain't why you dragged that girl. You dragged her because you wanted to. You didn't like her, and, it is what it is. I think a lot of the other women can see through, Monique and her BS. She didn't like Candiace, and, she wanted to fight her. Point blank in a period. That is a part of who she is. That fighting. It won't be a part of her no more. See, everybody always, you guys, I don't care what happens to them in life, everybody has to spiritually awaken and know that there's a better way of dealing with things. So a lot of people are thinking, well, Candiace finally got her just due. She got bopped in the head. And, you're looking at it from a physical standpoint. I'm looking at it from a spiritual standpoint where Monique, she's going to learn to conduct herself differently. She really is. She really is. I know y'all like, well, I don't know how she doing all this lying. She doing all this lying because she's trying to cover up the image that she claimed she didn't care about. I don't care about image until everybody started dragging her ass on the Twitter, honey. Okay, then it was a different story. But yeah, she ain't got me fooled. She gonna change after this. I don't care if she talking about, I don't got no remorse. She probably don't got no remorse, but you gonna change because you don't like the backlash. You can't handle the backlash, because if you were okay with what really happened, you would just wait till reunion. You wouldn't keep on this damn press tour of proving your innocence. Oh, a drink was thrown in my face. You wouldn't keep going on all these platforms trying to defend yourself. You're defending yourself because you lied when you put the story out. We was all thinking that, a drink got on you and that's why you acted a fool. But no, you acted a fool because it was inside of you the whole time, sis. And I need you to own that. And I'm glad her pastor got on her, you guys, on, this past episode. I'm very glad he got her together. I will discuss more, honey, in my review. But yeah, you have to own who you are. And when you don't own, who you are and what you're capable of doing, you go point your finger. And that's what we talked about in the shadow effect. You go try to make it be about that other person. But you need to be looking at yourself.
What's she gonna do? You gonna drag me? So at this point, all that's in my mind is...
And really quickly, I wish Candiace wouldn't have said that. I wish she wouldn't have. Candiace, don't ever ask nobody if they go drag you. Okay? Because now we know some of these fools will. Okay, we know that, you know, people like Monique, they will drag you, honey. Okay, so that's one thing I wish Candiace wouldn't have did. I'm not mad at her coming at her and all of that, you know, going back and forth, because that's what we do, honey. It's verbal tennis, honey. Okay, you say something, I Serena the situation, you Venus the situation, I Serena, you Venus, you know, we go back and forth. Okay, shout out to Venus and Serena Williams. How y'all doing, honey? Okay, but y'all know how this supposed to go. Ain't supposed to be no fighting, not over there in Potomac. Y'all say that for my girls in Atlanta. How you doing, Portia?
I've seen this girl in action. I've seen her.
You ain't see shit.
I've witnessed her behavior, and I know when it's a threat. So at that point,
And I witnessed your behavior, and I could see that, you know, you are a threat. Okay, so Monique, I done seen you several times on this show. So if it wasn't Candiace, it was gonna be somebody. The point blank and the period.
I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, which is stand my ground. So I should not have touched her hair, but I did. I will own that. She reached across, and I felt a push.
She did not push you. She flipped your little vest jacket you had on. And it was one of the other ladies, I'm thinking Giselle, that pushed her or whatever. I don't know what that was about. Maybe she was trying to get you up off of Candiace, because you the one that was really, you know, you was coming towards her. You started it, though, physically, Monique, when you flipped her hair. You just shouldn't have did that. Period. You don't do all of that. You don't make contact unless... See, I knew it was going down once I saw the flipping of the hair. But yeah, once you do that, you know, she should have dragged your ass, honestly, because you touch my hair, bitch, you will get a slap to the face. Okay?
On my shoulder. So when I felt that, that's when I grabbed her hair. My goal the entire time while I was down on the table was to keep my wig on, because all I was thinking in that moment was, oh my God, if she pulls off my wig and I'm fighting this bitch in front of all these people, no, I will live in infamy as this black woman who is fighting with her wig cap on and her wig over yonder. If my wig comes off, there will be clips and memes and
sure will, girl,
on the internet. They will play it on BravoTV.com
you know they
forever of me fighting in my cornrows. Nothing that happened in that space warranted you grabbing me by my hair, pulling me down onto a table, and punching me in the back of my head. I'm still waiting at the bus stop.
Come on, Candiace.
For somebody to meet me and let me know what the hell I did to you. I'm still waiting. Okay?
I'm waiting too, honey.
The bus has come 3 times and I'm waiting.
Damn, sis.
3 times, baby.
3 times?
Okay. So...
I love that damn Candiace. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I love her. Very articulate. I love being a girl that's articulate, quick-witted. She has a wonderful vocabulary, you guys. I told y'all, Miss Robinson be over here writing down new words to use in sentences, honey. Don't you judge me, honey, okay?
I'm just, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
That's what I say, honey.
My nerves were shaking.
And let's give Candiace, honey, a big old nasty hand clap, honey, for keeping her wig down, honey. Candiace, honey, we thought it was the glue, but honey, you said it was you. You said that you was holding on to dear life. You was praying to God that this girl don't snatch your wig off and your cornrows will be seen and out for everybody to judge, honey. That girl kept that wig down. I'm proud of you, Candiace.
First of all, I can't fight, okay? And I've never
Karen, you could fight
in my life. I never want to ever be that close again.
We all had to watch it. You had to watch it at least. Like, I've seen that exact fight probably around 70 times. You slow it down. You had to analyze it because you just want to make sure when we show it to the audience that they are seeing everything in the honest form.
And honestly, I'm glad that they showed us that fight. I'm not one of these YouTubers that was happy to see it like, oh, it's good entertainment and oh my gosh, she got her ass beat. I'm not even looking at it all like that. Of course, it's part of the show and, you know, we're watching the show, but I'm glad that they showed every little thing that led up to the fight and during the fight, because Monique was very convincing on her little press tour she's been on, honey, before the show even started, that, oh, a drink was thrown in my face and, oh, I'm innocent. Like, a lot of us would have ran with that. You know, I would have side-eyed it because I'm more on, you know, a Candiace fan. But yeah, Monique could have had a lot of people fooled. So the fact that they played the fight, I think we all are so grateful that, you know, we've seen it and can judge everything for ourselves.
It was really important for us at the network to make sure that we weren't, you know, sort of glorifying or glamorizing the altercation in any way.
Wendy, people have said that it was planned. Do you feel like she came into the space planning to physically attack me?
See, I don't know if she came into the space planning to physically attack you, but I know that there was nothing said at that moment that escalated it to that. That's one. And two, I also feel as though you just didn't like that girl.
Yeah.
That girl being you.
Yeah.
So I just feel like she was looking for an opportunity to be on Candiace.
I agree.
My whole world was shaken at that moment, and again, didn't think that it would go to that point. I saw everything go down so quickly, but
The events of the night, and she claimed that she blacked out.
I completely blacked out. You blacked out. The last thing I remember is one of the producers in my ear yelling, "Monique, let go."
lies, and more lies. Okay? How many times is this girl gonna lie? She really was very clear. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And when I heard that, I was just like, you are embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because I think it goes against the imagery of
Yeah.
what you want the world to perceive you as.
Yep.
This is the same girl that for 3 seasons has tried to act like her and her husband are perfect. And they have this perfect family. And there are society people. And there's no way that their reputation would ever be tarnished. You guys, do not tarnish my reputation. It's perfect. Like, we went through 3 seasons of that.
Now, do you guys agree with what Giselle is saying? Yes, we know Giselle is a troublemaker on the show and she is, you know, jealous of Monique. But I do feel like there is some truth, you know, to play devil's advocate, honey. I do feel like there's some truth to what Miss Giselle is saying, you know, because Monique did kind of come on here, you know, acting like, ooh, I got my husband, my kid, you know, and I think she has a beautiful family, you know, and I think she's with a man, you know, that loves her, but I do feel like Monique was acting like perfect Patty and everything is good and, you know, and I'm going to make this person look bad when really it's me. And I think that she used the hate that a lot of the fans had for Candiace, because a lot of people don't like Candiace and, you know, they feel like she runs off at the mouth. And so I see her using that and trying to spin this story and, oh, she threw a drink in my, that way some of us will believe, you know, those lies. But honey, we saw what happened. But yeah, I think Monique, you know, she really, I don't know. I just feel like a layer of her was put out there, you know, for all of us to see. I think that she didn't want us to see this side of her. Even though she's threatened and did what she did before, I think this time is like, wow, a lot of people lost a lot of respect, you know, for Monique. So yeah, I agree with some of what Giselle was saying.
To now you want to be Bone Thugs and Harmony and you want to be I just could not handle her reliving that night.
She called her Bone Thugs and Harmony. She is a fool. Giselle the goddamn fool.
It was lies.
When I'm sitting there listening to Monique talk, like, first of all, you know, she came in and she was very emotional and she cried. And for a minute, I felt like it was genuine. I was like, okay, I see that there's some emotion here. But when she started talking and making excuse after excuse and lie after lie about what happened, I said, oh my God.
Of the fact that I kind of blacked out and then I also had my eyes burning with...
But yet you still were, someone took you to the back. You walked around like a mad woman and ran around the building talking about, where is she? I'm gonna kill her. So were you blacked out?
She wasn't blacked out. She wasn't blacked out. See, that was another one of them damn lies. Another excuse for her poor ass behavior. And, you know, whether you're a Monique fan or not, you can't defend, you know, her behavior. Her behavior was horrible, you know? It was horrible. She didn't have to react like that.
You wanted to kill her? You know, it's just like make it make sense.
Sometimes it felt like a blur to me, and then sometimes I knew exactly what happened. That, coupled with people telling me that certain details did not happen, confused me to the point where I was like questioning my own judgment and my own memory and the way I recalled the whole fight going down.
We all know you did not black out. You knew exactly what you were doing. Matter of fact, you might have even planned it before you got there. And you were very clear from the moment you started to the moment they put you in a car to leave.
I thought we were a group of women who can uplift and support each other and say, hey, I don't agree with your actions, but I'm praying for you. I'm here if you need to talk. You know, I didn't like what happened. Go ahead and read me to the 5th degree about what you didn't like about my actions, but don't kick me when I'm down and then dig a grave for me and then kick me in there as well. So I expected to receive a little bit more support and a little bit.
You dug your own grave, though, Monique, and I need for you to understand that, you know?
More of an embrace.
I thought that she was at least going to be remorseful enough so that we would feel comfortable continuing going down this road with her. When you explained to Monique that Candiace did not throw a glass at you, she did not try to hit you with her wine glass. Once Monique got that revelation, I thought it was going to be a switch in her to be like, oh my gosh, well, I feel so bad. I beat the girl down. I thought she threw a glass at me. She didn't throw a glass at me. I thought we were going to have that whole revelation. And when that didn't happen, when she was still like, you know, I did what I did and I said what I said, that for me was like, wow, she really is talking to the bloggers. She really is trying to put her side of the story out there. This person has said out loud to a group, to an audience, that she is not remorseful. And keeping it honestly 100? No, I don't have any remorse. I don't even have vocabulary for that. It's like, huh? It's like, what? It's almost laughable. Like, bitch, what? You're not, huh? I didn't believe it. All of these ladies have verbally gone back and forth with each other. Mm-hmm. There is no excuse for the physical altercation.
I agree.
And that's where I stick my fork in the sand and say, no, you cannot sell this to me. And she's happy about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
She is.
She's excited about this altercation. Candiace has really, really been through it. And Monique knows this and doesn't care.
And she's laughing. She thinks it's funny.
She thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
And social media activity.
Read her tweet. Read it aloud. Ask and you shall receive. She thinks it's cute. I was just so hopeful that Monique would surprise me. I wanted to be surprised, but I was already ready for her to come in and just not take ownership of what happened, not find anything wrong with it. It's nothing more telling than what you actually, type and hit send on social media. She actually felt like she did something great.
I didn't have any remorse. I felt very justified at one point. So I had posted on Twitter and I said, ask and you shall receive. And because she did ask to be dragged, so I just posted that. So nobody knew what I was talking about.
Look at her.
At that point, nobody knew about the incident.
So it was almost as if, like clockwork, as soon as the incident happened, certain blogs were releasing information about the incident. Mm-hmm. And that's where it started getting really skewed, because everything that came from the blog post was, one, saying information that was incorrect.
Mm-hmm. And she did not initiate this fight. She did not throw a glass of wine in anyone's face. It was just awful.
And two, all of the information was skewed in favor of Monique.
Yeah.
So that's why, for all of us, it was ringing an alarm, because it was like, well,
how do you know this information? And all of you guys are repeating the same inaccurate narrative.
You question, Robin, who could have leaked it. So do you have theories as to who it was?
Well, I mean, I believe it was Monique herself. Just based on stuff that I know that she is in contact with, bloggers, Instagram pages, whatever they might be.
I discussed the incident with a small group of my family and a couple friends who were there, and told them what happened. I didn't find out until February that one of those friends is the person that actually went and told the blogs about.
Oh, now you found out who it was. Before, I didn't know. I only told girls. A lie don't care who tell it.
The fight. So when they kept saying in the blogs that Candiace assaulted me with a glass first, and then I responded, that's not even right. Like, that's not even accurate. Like, who is even saying this, and how are they getting this detail? So then
y'all heard that lie.
Well, maybe it's some of the other ladies who were there, and maybe somebody on their
look, now she tried to admit that, that ain't true. That's what you were saying. I saw that glass go up, and then I saw she pushed me, and you the one flipped her hair first. She flipped your little jacket thing, and then you wanted to get it on, baby. Just tell the truth, girl. I would never want her to speak for me in court, honey, okay?
Told someone.
I'm sitting there like, you could have done it. Any one of y'all could have done it, because all of y'all relate and talk to these bloggers.
So check this out.
Listen to this. Check this out.
That same friend is also friends with Karen.
Y'all hear that?
I don't have a relationship with bloggers. Robin has a relationship with bloggers. Ashley, Giselle, everyone has a relationship with bloggers except for Karen.
Y'all hear how Monique just threw her under the bus? Karen, is you lying or look, I don't even know who telling the truth. But with the track record, I could say maybe Monique is lying. Okay.
That she was reaching. Robin certainly was reaching at that point. Again, one of the people who came there with their minds made up already.
But then also on the flip side, it's like, if she did express like remorse and I'm so sorry and blah, 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 I still in the back of my head would be like, I don't believe you because you're over here tweeting, asking you shall receive. Candiace got attacked, like on social media, she got bullied so much, and it was so sad to see because I know that she's an emotional person.
Let me just give you some intel on Monique. She is obsessed with her image. So she saw everything that was being said and done. She is good friends with many of the people who were doing and saying all of the dirt for it's like a mob boss.
She's also, like I told you on one of my videos, she really cool with DJ Richie Sky. Now I done heard another interview he did. Not so much, I don't think it was an interview. Let me take that back. I think it was just a video, and he was talking about basically why he's on Monique's side. And, Candiace was all up in her face, and she need to learn not to be so extra. Then he called Candiace out. Y'all head to his channel, watch the videos, watch those lies. He got to saying, a whole bunch of stuff about Candiace. And it's okay, to not like Candiace, but tell the damn truth. And if you go sit up here and call Candiace a liar on a live, I think he was trying to say that Candiace was a part of the whole plot to set Monique up and her family. I don't even care about that no more. I'm just hooked on your homegirl doing all this damn lying. Okay, that's what we don't even care about. If she was messing with the trainer, whose baby is whose. That baby looks like Chris. So we know that ain't the truth. He was trying to take Monique's side, when it came to that. And it's interesting what Candiace is saying about Monique. Monique is cool with a lot of these bloggers. She cool with a lot of people on YouTube, I noticed. They got her back so tough. I hope the check she's writing you guys, I hope it's worth it, baby. But I couldn't be friends with somebody, like Monique doing all this lying and, cause you just lose all, credibility, after a while. People don't trust you. I bet you guys at the end of the season and they go into the next season, if she's still there, they're all going to treat her differently. They're just, they're not going to be here for her because they know she go run and tell the blogs, try to make herself look good, try to make herself look like perfect Patty,
Hands weren't dirty, but she was the one that was disseminating information to make me look like I was this awful villain psycho who is throwing wine and throwing glasses and throwing bottles at people. I never once said anything to any blog about what happened. And then lo and behold, they blame everything on me.
I'm not buying it. I don't care. She can try her best to lie her way out of it as much as she wants to, but we know the truth. But she can continue to manipulate people and lie and be strategic all she wants, but that's her karma that she has to live with and her conscience she has to live with.
Yep. Come on, Robin.
I'm sorry.
Not your conscience and karma.
I'm sorry. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
The ladies are sick of it, you guys. They are sick of it.
Giselle, you bring your own security, and as a contrast, Ashley brings Dean.
Okay, couple things. Ashley brought Dean because Ashley did not see the fight. So Ashley really has no frame of reference for...
Ashley would have brought that baby whether she saw that fight or not. If you knew that this girl just was physical with Candiace and that baby had no business being at no meeting for Monique. Ashley, you getting all that money out of this situation with Michael and you can't get not one babysitter? Okay? Girl, I don't want to see that baby again. Unless we see him being dropped off at a sitter's house. Like, it's ridiculous. She bring that baby everywhere. Like it's a baby doll, you know, like girl. And you got the audacity and the nerve to get pregnant with baby number 2. I guess it's really about to be daddy daycare up in these episodes. Okay, that fool probably gonna bring both her kids.
The severity of what happened.
You know, I bring Dean everywhere, but I think that it's not fair for anyone to discount my opinions.
We will discount it.
Room when I am still a part of this group, I'm doing just fine.
Giselle was just being extra. That is what she does. She's never had a security guard in 5 years, especially not at any event I've hosted. She knew I had security and it was covered.
After I saw Monique do what she did to Candiace, and knowing how Monique internally despises my every existence, I felt like, well, if she's going to do that to Candiace, there's no stopping her.
Now, you know you hate her existence as well, Giselle. So, girl, bye.
From trying to rip my wig off or do something to me, and I'm not going to give her that opportunity. When I saw...
She ain't gonna touch you, Giselle, because you a leader of this show. She know who to mess with. That's what makes her such a coward to me. Y'all sitting up here, oh, she beat her ass and she dragged her. She basically held that girl down and pulled her hair. We still don't know exactly what them hands can do. We know they don't move fast, but honey... That was Candiace, okay? I want to see her do that shit with Robin. Then I could say, oh, well, maybe you can fight a little bit, you know? But she picked on Candiace on purpose. This is the smallest, shortest person on the cast. And I just hate when I hear people say, well, Candiace needs to watch her mouth and she shouldn't talk so tough. And, you know... All I will say about Candiace is she needs to not ask anybody to drag her. Just eliminate that from your vocabulary, sis. That's what I'll say. But you can keep talking your shit because guess what? You could sue their ass. They put their damn hands on you. Okay? You could take them all through the paperwork, honey. Y'all know how Miss Robinson feel about that paperwork, honey. Get their ass in front of a judge and we'll see how hard they are then. Okay? A lot of people, they don't like to pay them attorney fees and shit. Okay, so yeah.
Saw the security guard there. My first thought was like, oh, this is what we doing? We bringing security guards now? But in the same token, I completely understood because again, when someone takes it to the level of a physical attack, you no longer know what they're capable of.
Y'all hear that shit? They don't even trust that girl no more. They don't trust her. They looking at her, you a liability. We don't know what you go flip out over. I think Robin saw a preview of her behavior when she was acting so controlling with Candiace and trying to, y'all remember, argue with her when she had them Danishes and, you know, she was bullying that girl. They all seen it, and now they didn't seen this fight. Now they didn't seen you do all this lying. She's going to be treated a certain way for her behavior. I don't care what nobody say. And she deserved it. You know, she brought it on herself. I was trying to give her a little olive branch, like, okay, well, maybe you made a mistake. And, you know, like I said, spiritually, she's going to be better off because she's going to be more aware of her triggers. She ain't going to act like that because it don't matter how much she brag about it. They didn't check her ass. These women, they checked her so quickly. Oh, that's not what happened. You're lying. And, you know, she don't like all of that. And, you know, she don't like, she's doing her little press tour, but honey, she need to really stop doing the damn tour. Yeah, you need to stop, Monique. But, you know, she's doing it because she's trying to, you know, still be in good favor with the fans. But, honey, the door is closed. That motherfucker is closed. And a lot of people, they not going to be fooling with you no more. Boo-boo. Oatmeal pie face. They not going to be fooling with you like that, Monique. So you going to have to, I don't know, maybe have a few revivals or something on the show. Maybe somebody will feel bad for you or something. But a lot of people is just really seeing you for who you really is. And, you know, they're not buying, you know, this good girl image. You know, they're not buying that. So you're going to have to try something else.
Trust. That's that trust again. I don't trust you. And if we're all there to not only hear, you know, the other side of the story, but also because we're a friendship circle.
Right.
So if we're all there to hold you accountable, who knows? You may not like what we have to say.
She didn't.
We can no longer measure what your reaction to situations
will
be. So Giselle brought her bodyguard.
Am I scared of Monique? Absolutely not. But
shit, this bitch scared.
Is she capable of doing things?
Oh yeah.
I don't think is right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She gonna get your ass too. Watch.
If she get froggy, KB is there to handle it.
She probably ain't gonna attack Giselle on the show. I could see it kind of happening at a store or something, you know. And Giselle probably need to be popped, but I'm just saying, that's another story, honey, for another day. But Giselle, you know you scared, girl. It's okay.
Has had to live this via social media, internet, probably for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
If you Google Candiace's name, that's all you're gonna see. And, you know, I had to do whatever I had to do to protect myself. I have 3 kids and an international superstar pastor boyfriend.
They got 6 to 7 baby mamas. Now, how you doing? You guys, this video is getting a little longer, honey, than what Miss Robinson expected. I need you all to get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about what all the ladies had to say about the fight at the winery. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.